Big game, old school game. You got those Chargers and in Miami to take on the Dolphins. What is up, Finn fans? If you notice something, it is daytime while I'm recording this. For comment of the day, I got a little bit of a life update that I want to tell you guys. So it's a little bit of a thank you, and I want to tell you guys about some things that are happening to the channel, to me, to my world. But let's jump into what's going on between the LA Chargers, which it's still should be San Diego. Like, come on. But we'll talk about that. We'll jump right into the injury report. Now, I'm actually recording this on Friday at about 12:30, and the injury report isn't out yet. So I only have up till Thursday, but there is some updates. But we'll look at the injury report real quick, and we'll see, Breida, hamstring limited. Hopefully he's good to go. Raekwon Davis, he did not practice yesterday, but that's because it was an un-injury related excuse. So he should be good to go. Everyone else was pretty full. Jamal Perry limited. Durham Smythe limited, but I expect to see Durham Smythe out there. And then we'll look at the Chargers. Their biggest thing that I'm going to be looking at is Joey Bosa. He had a concussion. He was limited for 2 straight weeks. Today will be a big factor to see if Joey Bosa will actually be playing on Sunday. But that's a very big thing. And obviously, we have Christian Wilkins and Kyle Van Noy on the COVID list. Now, if they get back a false positive, then they can play on Sunday. But if they don't, and, it's because they've been in contact or whatever, then they won't play on Sunday. We will know more about that either today or tomorrow. So be sure to follow me on Twitter, because if that news breaks, I will tweet it out and also put in the community section. So be sure to check the community section. But there is a chance, however finite it might be, there is a chance that Christian Wilkins and Kyle Van Noy can play on Sunday, but it depends on if it's a false negative and some other factors. So be sure to follow me on Twitter, and I'll let you guys know. Also, we have Preston Williams going to IR. I talked about this in the picks video, but I'm going to talk about it real quick right now. Going on IR, has the ankle injury, minimum 3 weeks. I'm hearing it could be potentially 4. Hopefully, he'll be back at that run that we need him against the Chiefs, against the Raiders, the Patriots, the Bills, to help us get into the playoffs. So hopefully that all pans out. I will talk more about what we expect from him and who should step up in the rest of the video. But that is the injury report. Dolphins got banged up real quick, but these Chargers are also extremely banged up. But let's talk about this game. It's a very important game. To me, like I said to you guys, these games were very important. They banged out the games that I was worried about with the Rams, with the 49ers, with the Cardinals. Those are very important games. They banged them out. They won them. This Chargers game and this Denver game, they could be trap games, but I'll talk. Let me stop beating around the bush. Let's jump into this. I'm going to talk about the 5 things that the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat this Los Angeles Chargers team. Again, it's in no specific order, and some of them might sound redundant, but I'll go into more detail on why I picked these things. But let's start with number 1. For the first time in a hot minute, Herbert's mobile, but he's not as mobile as Kyler Murray. If you get in his face, if you get close enough, you will be able to make the tackle. So what the Dolphins need to do, and my number 1, you got to get pressure on Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. He's a good pure passer. He's got the mobility. He's got the arm strength. He's got the height. He's a good quarterback. You got to get pressure on him. You got to make him uncomfortable. They're extremely banged up on that offensive line. Looking at Brian Bolga, limited. You have their guard, Trey Turner, banged up. That offensive line is banged up. They need to take advantage of that. They need to get pressure on him. Dolphins have been doing a very good job of that lately, consistently getting pressure on these opposing quarterbacks. It just so happened last week they went up against the little speedster and Kyler Murray. Now we have Justin Herbert. Like I said, he can run, but he's not as fast as Kyler Murray. So expect some zero pressure, expect some blitzes on him, get in his face, make him uncomfortable, and make him make mistakes. Because as good as a passer he is, he still throws interceptions, and that could definitely help the Dolphins out. The number 2 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do, and this is big. Now, the Chargers, they don't have, I think their leading rusher only has about 200 and something yards, but they still need to stop the run. I know for a fact the Chargers are going to try to run on this team. The Dolphins defense still struggles to stop the run, so I expect the Chargers to do a heavy dose of running against this Dolphin team. They need to stop it. They need to make this offense one-dimensional, and like I said, they need to pin their ears back, get after Justin Herbert. Yin and yang. Yin and yang. The Dolphins have been struggling, especially with the potential of not having Christian Wilkins in the middle to help stop the run. A lot of people say, well, I don't really see much when Christian Wilkins is one of the top interior guys at run stopping. So without him potentially being there, they need to really focus on stopping the run and then getting after Justin Herbert. Speaking of running, now, I don't know how many weeks I've been saying this, but my number 3, get some type of run game. We saw Jordan Howard. We said, Jordan Howard will give you a chance. Try to do something here. Let's see if you can produce anything. And he didn't. So I think it's time to move on from Jordan Howard. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's just not mentally into it. I don't know if he's physically out of shape. I don't know if not having the off season and the OTAs and all that stuff affected him more than anyone. I was like, hey, let's see what he could do. He did nothing. Move on. But we need to get some type of run game going. Maybe Breida will be back. Have Ahmed continue to the limited success, but it also entails the blocking up front. That's why Solomon Kinley got replaced by Jesse Davis, because they needed better run blocking. So got to get some type of run game going if you want any chance to not only win this game, but to make the playoffs. This team, if they had a stout or a decent running game, they could easily make the playoffs. But not having that running game is what makes me a little apprehensive and makes it a little harder in my mind. So let's get the running game going. The number 4 thing that the Miami Dolphins need to do, continue that Tua's success. Tua's first game was all right. Like I said, it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't horrible. A lot of people poo-pooed at it, said, oh, blah, blah, blah. Then last week he came out, he had a fantastic game. Absolute fantastic game, breaking people's ankles, throwing dots, throwing touchdowns. Had a fantastic game. So all of a sudden everything flipped completely 180. But still, let the kid produce, let the kid continue to grow, but let him continue the success. Continue doing what you did last week, build off it, do better, beat the crap out of this Chargers defense that's not very great on the passing side. So expect a lot of Tua. I want more running game, but expect a lot of Tua. And the number 5 and final thing that I think the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat this LA Chargers team is the next man up. The Dolphins have been very good at having the next man step up. If you guys notice Brandon Jones, you don't really hear his name, but on that scoop and score, he was down the field to make that final block on the offensive lineman to get Shaq Lawson into the end zone. Brandon Jones is a quiet guy who's bouncing around doing good things. Next man up. Step up. Mac Hollins came in after Preston Williams went down, touchdown. Next man up. That's how we have to do it. Austin Jackson went down. Jesse Davis went to left tackle. Actually played pretty decent at left tackle. Helped us win some games. Next man up. So looking at this game, looking at how this game is going, Chargers are an enigma because, like I said in the 5 things, Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. He has shown that he can make the passes, make the plays to help this team win. They are second in the NFL in yards on offense. So you would think, hey, they should be a winning team, not have 1 win, 2 wins on their record. They are 17th in the NFL in points. So they'll throw it all around the field, but they just can't get in the end zone. So to take this Chargers team lightly is not a smart thing to do. You look at their record, it's not a great record. You look at our record, it's a better record. You think the 5-3 team should easily win this game. Like I said, second in the NFL in yards. And the Miami Dolphins defense has been not break defense. So expect some plays. Don't get discouraged if Justin Herbert throws for 300 and something yards. But don't expect a lot of touchdowns, a lot of scoring, because once you get in the red zone, the Dolphins defense clamps it down. And they'll hold you to a field goal, or they'll hold you to no field goal because you kick a 49-yard field goal short. But this is going to be a tough game. I think all of the games of the Dolphins, but I want to say besides the Jets, but that could still be a trap game. Like how the Jets played against the Patriots, but the Patriots also suck. So it's hard to predict, right? But this Chargers team, like I said, is an enigma because they play good, they play tough. They're not finishing. they just don't finish the games, which as a Dolphin fan, don't finish this week, finish next week. That's all I'm going to say. And then also, like I said, with the next man up, the potential of not having Kyle Van Noy, the potential of not having Christian Wilkins, not having Preston Williams, those big impacts, the next man needs to step up, right? I expect a lot of Matt Collins. I like Matt Collins as a wide receiver. I think he's going to produce with this offense. So I expect a lot of Matt Collins. I expect Kirk Merritt to get some play time. I don't expect Holloway yet. He's only had a few practices with the team. He still needs to, get more integrated with this offense. I expect a lot of Zach Seiler now to take over for Christian Wilkins. And this kid's been playing like a beast. Andrew Van Ginkel will have to come in for Kyle Van Noy. And Andrew Van Ginkel is playing really good. So it's the next man up. I'm not worried about these guys not being there potentially. Again, there's a possibility they could play Sunday, but it might be a slim possibility. Have the next man step up and do their thing. Looking at this game, I think the Dolphins will win. I think it'll be a little bit bigger of a win than I predicted for last week. If you guys remember last week, I predicted the Dolphins would win by 3. I said 20-17. They did win by 3, 34-31. I think that it'll still be kind of a close game because I like Justin Herbert, and I think Justin Herbert's playing really well. But I think the Dolphins will win by a touchdown. So I'm going to say Dolphins win this one 28-21. I think the Dolphins defense will come up big, help them in the end, and the Chargers, they can't finish games. I don't know what it is about the Chargers. They just having a hard time finishing games. So like I said, I'm predicting the Dolphins to win 28-21. Be sure to comment below. Let me know, what are your 5 things that you think the Dolphins need to do to beat the Chargers? What are your thoughts on the potential loss of Kyle Van Noy, Christian Wilkins? And what is your score prediction for this game? Be sure to comment below, and I'm going to get to comment of the day. I said comment of the day isn't necessarily a comment from you guys. It's kind of like a little bit of a life update from me, right? Like I said, you notice that it's kind of daytime. It's gloomy day, Friday the 13th in New Jersey. It's cold and rainy, but a little bit of a life update, right? I have changed careers, so I have way more time to be doing this stuff. I will be having way more time to be helping this channel more, make videos when things happen, not have to wait till I get out of work. I've made a career change. It's scary as crap, but it's something I feel was important because I want to do what I love. I want to work for what I love. This is what I love, and then my new job opportunity is something else that'll help me do this, which is what I love. The other thing I want to say to you guys is I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank every single one of you guys who watches, subscribes. I want to thank all of the Patreons for donating money to the channel. I want to thank all of you guys who watch the live streams. And I also want to thank all you guys who donate in the live streams. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background, a little transparency, right? This past month, YouTube has royally screwed me. They have said that my videos were like they pulled some BS ad thing where they said that they noticed that my videos were being watched by bots, which I had no idea about it. So all of the money I would have made off of the ads that were watched or not watched because they didn't put ads on certain of my videos, they gave them back to the ads. They gave them back to the people who, give the ads. So essentially my revenue and the money that I make off this channel, which I need for my house and all that stuff, was given back. And my ad revenue dropped about 96%. I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but just know it's not a lot. And then if it drops 96%, it goes from a not a lot to bare minimum. So I just want to thank you guys because the patrons help me out when stuff like this happens by donating to the channel so I can continue to do this and continue to make your support. And you guys donating to the live streams also continues that help and that success because YouTube pulled some BS on me and took a lot of money away from me for something I didn't do nor I had any control over, and now they're trying to say some BS stuff. So I just want to let you guys a little transparency know that you're going to get videos more frequently. Breaking news happens, you're going to get videos right away because I'm trying to make this my full-time job. So a little transparency, a little behind the scenes. I do have a second career that's in the works. I'm actually in about 20 minutes about to go do it. But I have more freedom with my new career to be able to give you guys the content that you guys deserve for all the support you give me. So I just want to thank you guys, let you guys know about that stuff. But other than that, that is the video. I will be live Sunday for the Dolphins versus Chargers game. I will be live. There won't be the nice stuff above me just because I have to fix that. Something happened, so now it's just going to be straight shot. So I will be live Sunday, 4 o'clock for the game. But other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter. If I know stuff about Kyle Vannoy, Christian Wilkins, all that stuff, I will tweet it out first and foremost. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. Be sure to check out Fanatics Network, the YouTube channel, the website, fanaticsnetwork.com. Be sure to check them out. Very, very good content over there. Podcasters, all that stuff. Check out Fan to Fan Network. Huge collection of NFL YouTubers. I'm the Miami Dolphin ambassador, so be sure to go over and check that out. Other than that, I will see you guys Sunday for the Dolphins taking on those LA Chargers. But like usual, stay classy. Again, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the support. And fins up.